after having a break from basketball. Oh, where are the Fevers shining the brightest on the court right now, Rebecca?
Well, they are certainly playing much better basketball since the Olympic break and even some of the weeks preceding that. And a big reason is the play of their backcourt. Of course, Caitlin Clark gets so much of the attention, as she should, because she's leading the league in assists right now. But her backcourt mate, Kelsey Mitchell, has also been balling out. These two players in their last 10 games, Caitlin Clark averaging 11 assists, 6 rebounds in that time frame, 22 points a game. Kelsey Mitchell in that same 10-game stretch, averaging about 20 per game. These two have really learned one another. They're getting the balance inside from Aaliyah Boston as well. But this backcourt is finally firing on all cylinders. And as a result, the Indiana Fever are playing much better.
Yeah, we know that Caitlin Clark gets a lot of the attention, but she can't do it out there all by herself. Also, when you think of championship caliber, you probably think about the Liberty, the Sun, the Aces. You've given some love to the men.
All right, guys, so what's going on? Welcome to another Live Wire Sports Media Update. Now, this video is special because I want to point out the chemistry between Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, which I'm calling them the Splash Sisters. Yes, the Splash Sisters, because there isn't a guard duo in the WNBA right now as hard as them. To me, I think they are the best duo in the W right now. And just where Rebecca Lobo illustrated how well Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark has been playing. They both have been carrying the Indiana Fever right now. Boston, she's still putting up her numbers. But if you look at when they went on that 5-game winning streak in the first half of the season, it was all of them was in double figures so much. I mean, Alyssa Smith, and when she decides to play in Boston. Well, Boston has, since the break, Boston has changed her game. Now, she's putting up numbers. She might not have put up a 20-point game yet, but she's been assisting and rebounding a whole lot. That's what's helping the Indiana Fever a little bit more. But Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark, these two right here, and when Kelsey Mitchell gets hot, Caitlin continued to feed the hot hand to her. Now, the Atlanta game was a reminiscence of kind of like one of their games from in the first half of the season, where there was a couple of times Caitlin was calling for the ball and Kelsey took it upon herself. And they're gonna have that sometime. But you can't deny what these two have done. It has helped Caitlin's game, having Kelsey, and it damn sure has helped Kelsey's game, having Caitlin. And you have heard Kelsey Mitchell talk about Caitlin on numerous occasions. She actually calls her C-squared. So, but she says that she likes to run the floor. Her and Caitlin loves to run the floor. So that pushes the pace a whole lot more, because if Kelsey gets out there and runs the floor, she knows Caitlin's going to find her. She knows Caitlin going to find her in the corner for a jump shot, for a three, and they're shooting at a high clip. Like I said, they both are carrying this team on their back. When Caitlin got hurt in the Atlanta game, it was Kelsey Mitchell that kept the boat steady, But when Caitlin went out, the offense did got stagnant, because you put in an Erica Wheeler that doesn't give you the same production as a Caitlin Clark. So they didn't score in that 3-minute stretch until Caitlin Clark comes back. So that goes to show you how much Caitlin is needed in this offense. And it's opened up so much for everybody else. Kelsey Mitchell has been on a tear. Right now, in the second half of the season, she is leading all scorers in the second half in scoring with 26 points, 0.3 a game. And tonight she has another chance to score another 20-point game. Caitlin has another chance to score in double figures as well. But this team has won 3 out of 3 out of 4 so far. They have beaten the Storm, the Dream, and the Mercury, and lost to the Minnesota Lynx. That's impressive coming out of the break. Along with the Minnesota Lynx, they are one of the hottest teams since the break, along with New York. So let's take a little bit look at Kelsey Mitchell's stats real quick for this first part. Kelsey Mitchell right now and Caitlin Clark, since the Olympic break, they're both shooting over 50% from the field. They both have a true shooting percentage about evenly, and their usage is about the same. So you're getting pretty much even production from both of them, where you know if Caitlin goes out, the scoring load is going to be on Kelsey Mitchell. If Kelsey goes out, you know the orchestrating, the scoring, the passing, the assisting is going to be on Caitlin. She's going to find the right read. She's going to find the right people to make the right moves to. That is something that I feel that Kelsey Mitchell brings to the team. It's going to help so much with this offense, because the fact of the matter is that Kelsey Mitchell continues to be a force. She continues to be a dominant force for this franchise. Now, she hasn't been in the playoffs. She's been with the team for 7 years. 7 years. Now she's up for a contract. And some of us speculated think she might leave, but I don't think Dun is going to allow her to leave. I think they're going to find a way to compliment her, because me personally, I feel like she could go anywhere and play her style of ball, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? She could go to a team that she might get iced out. She might not get the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying? She might not. Some teams might, she might have to fit a different role. But being with Indiana, playing with Caitlin, she could have her role is free. You know what I'm saying? Now, also too, another thing that Kelsey Mitchell have done that we have criticized her for, assisting and rebounding. And I'm gonna show you a stat line that has showed that her assisting and rebounding in the second half of the season has taken a greater turn, and not for the bad, but for the good. Kelsey Mitchell in the last 7 games, you see she had 27, 7, and 1. 29.7 rebounds, 1 assist. The next game she had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. The next game she had 27 points, 3 assists, 3 steals. Not bad stat line. The next game she had 28.5 rebounds, 6 3-pointers in that game. The only game she didn't score 20 points in was against the Dallas game, July 17th. And she had 13 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Then July 14th against Minnesota, the game that they won, their first meeting they won, was she had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And then the game against Phoenix in July 12th, she had 28 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. So you think about this. Her highest rebounding was 7 rebounds, along with Caitlin Clark in the Atlanta game, where Caitlin had 19, 7, and 7. You know what I'm saying? So you look at this. There's going to be times where Kelsey Mitchell or Caitlin Clark is going to lead the team in scoring. And if Kelsey Mitchell leads the team in scoring, that does not make her like some content creators, that's kind of like don't look at the value of the whole Indiana Fever team, and I'm not talking about the ones that cover the Fever. I'm talking about the ones that don't cover the Fever. They just piggyback off of stuff because they see somebody score a bunch of points. Even though Kelsey Mitchell scored 29 points in an Atlanta game, she missed a lot of shots down the stretch because the offense wasn't moving fluidly and there was too many changes. But nevertheless, I still say Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark do complement each other a lot. They complement each other a lot. They more of the Splash Sisters because they both are a threat from three. Kelsey has a dribble penetration. She can get to the rim with the quickness. She can get out on the fast break with the quickness. Caitlin is starting to drive more. She's starting to post up in the post, not post up as the ball feed into her, but drive and back down in the post and being aggressive. And she took Alicia Gray down in the post and back her down. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that, to me, her matchup against Dejanay Carrington, now that Caitlin has put on some muscle mass and a little bit stronger, I don't think Dejanay Carrington is going to be able to be as physical with her as she did in previous games. I think Caitlin is going to take this game personal tonight. I think this team is going to take it personal. I want to see how they operate. But make no mistake, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell are the engine to this team. They both complement, like I said, they both complement each other really well. They both playing at a high level. Their statistical standpoint sticks out for both of them. You got Caitlin leading the league in assists right now. You got her broke the assist record a couple of weeks ago. You already got her tying Ryan Howard's rookie record with 3 3-pointers. You already got her with 85 3-pointers on a season. You know, up there with or Caleb McBride plays. I think she plays tonight, so you know she might hit a couple of threes, but Caitlin might hit a couple. So she's up there for the league leading and 3-pointers as well. So her statistical standpoint is all around. But Kelsey Mitchell she's in a stratosphere that she has not been in a long time. And if I was her, I know she wants to do the best thing in free agency for herself and for her family. But if I was her, I would take a long look at her and say, hey, I want to continue to stay at Indiana because I want to see what we built. Because this team, being honest with you, at the end of the season in free agency, they have a chance to add some stronger pieces to this roster. And I do believe if they add these stronger pieces there, now the team is winning despite the abysmal coaching from time to time with Chrissy Sides. But I do believe this team could contend for a title next year. I do believe this team could be a championship contender next year because they're young, they're fast, they're gritty, and I don't think teams gonna catch teams by surprise next year because teams already play them like they're one of the best teams now. So the thing about it is Kelsey Mitchell and Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark definitely need to continue to showcase their unity, their bond. You know what I'm saying? Just like how Steph and Clay did for all these years. Steph got all the attention. Clay was the backup singer, but guess what? He had phenomenal numbers because of Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Scottie Pippen had phenomenal numbers because of Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Shaq had phenomenal numbers because of Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? So you look at Kelsey Mitchell, her numbers is extraordinary this year. Her numbers is so extraordinary it's hard to overlook. Now, Caitlin just won Player of the Week. Now, some say Kelsey Mitchell should have won Player of the Week. And it'd been rightfully so. Either one of them would have been great for the team, you know. So my thing is this. I don't think this tandem is going to slow down anytime soon. I think at some point in time, they probably going, as a duo, I'm looking for them to score 30 points in the game soon. I think both of them is on the clips of scoring 30 points together in the game. because they both could get hot. We already know Caitlin can shoot threes like the best of them. But I'm telling you, I think it's going to be a game that they're going to explode for 30 points apiece. Because right now, if you look at dual backcourts in the league, I don't think there is no duel in the backcourt that's outshining Caitlin Domar. Probably not even outscoring them. Because you look at it, like I said, Kelsey and Caitlin has been scoring over 20 points a game since they came back. That's 4 games. Caitlin had 19. She almost had 20 against the Atlanta game. Now, so this is my thing, folks. I do believe Kelsey Mitchell is going to stay. I think her, like I said, I think her and Caitlin makes a great tandem. Yeah, we could pair Caitlin with anybody, but the chemistry is going to take a while to gel. These two already got chemistry. And if you want to continue build on this team chemistry going forward, you do everything in your possible to sign that player. Because you look at it, Erica Wheeler contract comes off the books, easily lock up Kelsey Mitchell, sign her to a max deal extension for 3 more years, and then see if this team can get to the championship in that time frame. Like I said, by that time, this team should be having the pieces together because you still gonna have Caitlin and Aaliyah Boston on their rookie deal until about 2020. I think 2025 or 2026 or 27, somewhere around there, if I'm not mistaken. But so you can bring in max contracts easy, and you still got rookies like Lexi Hall. And you still got, I don't think Katie Lou probably will be on this team next year. I don't know, maybe not. I know Alyssa Smith probably won't be on this team. I know for sure Erica Wheeler and Chrissy Sides. So there's going to be a whole new team that's going to have to gel together all over again next year, with some pieces that's already there. So with my take, let me know what you think about Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. Like I said, they are the Splash Sisters. That's their new name. They've been phenomenal together. It took a while for them to gel, but now you see the synergy. Because Kelsey Mitchell is like the big sister to Caitlin Clark. But you got to think about it. This team has more eyes on them than they ever had before. There's nothing so much you can say because you think about it. If you think about this, Kelsey Mitchell, when she's on the floor, you got to think. Now, she's like, 28, 29, but she runs the floor so hard. She sprints the floor. It's kind of crazy because who in the league that runs the floor that fast, as fast as her? It's not many. Because if you think about it, if you get Timmy back in form that she was when she had that synergy and that connection with Caitlin when she ran the floor in the first half of the season and finished at the basket, this team could really blow out teams easily because no team likes to run with them. That's the difference with this team. And that's what Kelsey Mitchell talked about. She talked about being able to run the floor because you gotta have the same IQ as Caitlin Clark. That's instantly. You have to have the same IQ as Caitlin Clark to be on the same page with Caitlin Clark, and that's what she describes. And that's what she talks about. So, with that being said, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about the tandem of Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. Again, the Splash Sisters. I think they numbers speak for themselves. To me, I say they're the best backcourt duo in the WNBA. And if there's anything to dispute that, then hey, let me know. But right now, that's just my facts on it. Until then, this is Live Watch Sports Media. And you know what I say after every video? You know what it is.
Ayy, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.